This is Mlc Tv News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, Kogi State. I am FATTAH. The headlines: 12 million children traumatized, afraid of going back to school. Appeal Court suspends PDP National Convention. NNPC and marketers inflate imported petrol figures. And why we seized power in Sudan. General ABDEL FATTAH. Now, the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari has revealed that the persistent attacks on educational facilities and abductions of students and teachers have left more than 12 million children currently traumatized and afraid of going back to school, especially girl child. He, however, reiterated the commitment of his administration to the safety and protection of schools in the country, vowing to overhaul the educational system, not just to improve on the quality but ensure the provision of a secured environment for learners and teachers. Buhari, who was represented by his Chief of Staff, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, spoke at the 4th International Conference on Safe School Declaration, which has the theme Ensuring Safe Education for All, from Commitment to Practice, held in Abuja. He lamented that in recent times, the incessant attacks on the country's education system, such as kidnapping, abduction of pupils, students, has increased activities of insurgents and general insecurity in schools, have exacerbated many factors for the growing number of out-of-school children. The president said it was disheartening to note that even when the abducted students were released, the trauma of the incident remained long in their minds. Buhari said, "Permit me to share with you a report released by SB Morgan which revealed that a total of 1,462 learners and education personnel were abducted between 1st of December 2019 and September 2021 in school-related abductions as well as home and community-related abductions of learners and teachers." A former governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, LAMIDO Sanusi, said that petrol imports figures were inflated when global oil prices went off during the administration of President Goodluck Jonathan, and the regime of the current president, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired. Sanusi, who spoke on Tuesday at a panel session during the 27th National Economic Summit in Abuja, said the subsidy on petrol was responsible for the inflated figures until May 2016, when the federal government announced a new petrol price band of 135 naira to 145 naira per litre of petrol. Private marketers imported petrol into the country and were paid subsidy claims by the government in order to keep the pump price lower than the expected open market price of the product. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, which has been the sole importer of petrol into the country, in recent years has been bearing the subsidy cost. It does the importation through the direct purchase, direct sale arrangement. Under the DSDP scheme, selected overseas refiners, trading companies, and indigenous companies are allocated crude supplies in exchange for the delivery of an equal value of petrol and other refined products to the NNPC. Sanusi said, he has said this over and over again, and when he said it, he wanted it to be clear that he said this when he was the governor of Central Bank under the previous government. What he said is not about a peculiar government in 2015 or 2016. Minister Kachiku came out and said Nigeria was importing 30 million liters of fuel a day after eliminating corruption and having transparency. In 2019, the NNPC came out and said they were importing 59 million liters per day after the oil prices have gone up. What happened between 2015 and 2019 that our consumption doubled? The NNPC, in the latest monthly report on its website, said a total of 1.67 billion liters of premium motor spirit, translating to 55.79 million liters per day, were supplied in April. Sanusi also said he has produced evidence before the National Assembly historically of cases where the NNPC would say they have imported fuel, use the name of a vessel. People say the imported fuel. You go and check, and the vessel was nowhere near Nigeria on the day they said it was in Lagos, and people have collected subsidy on those things. Sanusi said all the drawbacks of this regime to the Nigeria is not just the cost of subsidy, but cost of corruption. What they need to do is to scrap it. The federal government has expended a whopping sum of 45 billion naira on various social intervention programs in Katsina State to assuage the plight of vulnerable people in the state. The state governor, Aminu Bello Masari, disclosed this Tuesday while commissioning the Katsina Health Workers Plaza and guest house built by the State Medical and Health Workers Union of Nigeria. He explained that the social intervention programs introduced by President Muhammadu Buhari had significantly tackled vulnerability and supported the most vulnerable families in the northern region of the country. He said, going by their culture and tradition, there in the northern part of the country, the older they become, the more responsibilities they shoulder because they have no social security system. The extended family system is the only social security network they have until recently when Buhari started introducing social interventions, which is the foundation for social security, where there is direct support to most vulnerable people of at least 5,000 per month. The governor said those social interventions alone by the federal government as of July this year spent over 45 billion naira in Katsina State. He said he wants them to imagine what the situation would have been with COVID-19, insecurity, and the fall in the price of oil. He added that the state government is spending 1.2 billion naira monthly on the payment of pension for local governments and state retirees, vowing to clear all backlog of pensions and gratuities before he leaves office in 2023. Osun state government has appealed to protesting pensioners to be a little patient with them, as they are doing everything to review their demands, which was tabled at a meeting about 10 days ago. Speaking with journalists in Osogbo, the State Commissioner for Information and Civic Orientation, Funke Egbemode, called on the senior citizen to be patient with the government, noting that Oyetola's administration is gradually clearing the backlog it inherited. Government representatives and leaders of the pensioners met on October 14th, where the pensioners, among other things, requested government to do an upward review of the monthly releases to cater for pensioners in the state. Both parties agreed that the meeting will reconvene on November 29th to present government position and chart a way forward so as to continue to guarantee industrial peace in the state. While expressing surprise at the protest, which is coming 34 clear days ahead of the adjourned meeting date, government further urged the pensioners not to lend themselves to cheap blackmailers who thrive on chaotic situation. She further said to show commitment, the government devised a strategy to ensure that those under the contributory pension scheme and whose entitlements are from 100,000 naira to 500,000 naira were paid up to December 2020. Also, they have taken on those from 500,000 to 1 million naira, 1 million naira to 1.5 million naira, 1.5 million naira to 2 million naira, and they are not relenting. In the last 2 months, the state government had paid over 300 contributory pensioners. She said they appealed to the senior citizens to show understanding and be little more patient with the government. Appeal court sitting in Port Harcourt on Tuesday ordered the suspension of the National Convention of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, which was slated for Saturday, 30th of October 2021. The convention was suspended pending the determination of a suit brought by Prince Uche Secondus, the embattled national chairman of the party. Uche Secondus had earlier filed a petition asking the court to issue an order to stop PDP from conducting its planned national convention on October 30th and 31st. Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State has called for increased women participation in politics of the country, noting that men politicians have failed the nation and that women should be allowed to take over. The governor stated this in Lagos on Tuesday at the hybrid 2021 conference of the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials. The event, at which he was the special guest of honor, was held at the Echo Hotel and Suites, Victoria Island, with the theme, Awake. He said Nigeria would not be complete without the role of women who had contributed to the progress of the country. Hence, they need to be appreciated. He stated that there is no reasonable society that can push women to the back seat and expect to make progress. If the country must move forward, women must lead us to progress. He then added that he is ready to follow women. Women are good leaders. There is need for women who are politically conscious not to leave politics for men alone. They have never led this country properly. The Ondo State Governor, who urged men to work with women politically, however, urged wives of political office holders to avoid using their conduct to tarnish the integrity of their husbands, adding that they should influence their husbands positively in government policies. Akeredolu decried that women are enemies of themselves and called on First Lady to be light to the other women. In appreciation towards his constant regards to the welfare of traditional rulers in the state, the Esusu clan of Ibereland in Kogi Central Senatorial District has lauded the state governor, Yahya Bello, for upgrading and grading the traditional stools of Ohitapi, Ohireba, and that of Aisovo. President of Esusu clan, Ahmed S. Maman, gave the commendation on behalf of members of the clan at a reception organized at the Hilltop Hotel, Okene, to honor the 3 traditional rulers from the clan, whose stools were graded and upgraded. According to him, the state traditional rulers in the state have had it so good since the coming of Governor Yahya Bello administration, adding that more priority and attention has been accorded to them. Maman, who lauded the developmental strides of Governor Bello in all facets of life in Kogi, noted that the governor has in no small measure transformed the state to the admiration of all. He expressed optimism that with the successes recorded so far by the governor in the state, he will replicate same across all the states if given opportunity to serve as president of the country come 2023. The Honorable Member representing Ampa, Omala and Olamaboro Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives and Chairman of the House Committee on Steel Development, Abdullahi Ibrahim Ali Halims, has felicitated the Digital Economy Center to Young Muslim Secondary School, Ampa. The project was facilitated through his membership of the House Committee on Information Communication Technology, ICT, and obtained from the National Information Technology Development Agency as a zonal intervention project. In a letter dated 25th October 2021 and signed by the Head of Special Duties on behalf of the Director General of the agency, the Digital Economy Center is deployed as an intervention project aimed at facilitating access to digital services such as e-learning. The letter, which was addressed to the principal of the Young Muslim Secondary School, Ampa, further revealed that the project was facilitated by Halims. While reacting to the development, Halims thanked the Director General, Chief Executive Officer of the agency, Kashifu Inwa Abdullahi, for his consideration and called on the people of Ampa Federal Constituency to keep faith with him, adding that he will do more. It will be recalled that prior to the release of funds for 2021 Fiscal Act, Representative Halim was part of a powerful delegation of the Joint National Assembly Committee on ICT, during which he outrightly demanded for a modern ICT facility in his federal constituency. You're still watching MLC TV News. We'll be right back.
Being a Teacher, a Teaching Compendium, is a book that tends to bring out the teaching attitude essential in the overall development of the child. Research methods and statistics, a functional approach to research methodology, writing, presentation, and basic statistics is also a book that acquaints the reader with the basis of research methods and statistics used in educational research processes. The writer, Dr. Juliet Hassana Okibayi Moneme, is a dynamic professional teacher with over 20 years' experience. She is a member of the Science Teachers Association of Nigeria (STAN) and holds a PhD and Masters in Science Education. She is currently a lecturer with Veritas University Abuja. She is also a facilitator at the National Open University and a resource person teaching research methodology in many other institutions, including the Nigerian Defense Academy, NDA, amongst others. You can get the books at the Educators Empire Foundation, 4th floor Churchgate Building, Central Area, Abuja. The books are also available as ebooks online, and for inquiries contact 0813-353-1441, 0701-389-3687 or 0803-300-6553. Grab your copies now.
Mlc TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV. With entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. On the foreign scene, GB food manufacturers have significantly reduced sales to Northern Ireland as a result of the protocol, an industry survey suggests. The Food and Drink Federation surveyed 83 members between 4th and 19th October. Just under half the respondents were large businesses with more than 250 employees. Among those, large businesses' sales volume to Northern Ireland were down by an average of 10% this year. The FDF said that large businesses make up the majority of the volume of products sold to Northern Ireland from GB. Smaller businesses reported larger drops in sales, but those figures are based on a very small sample. Across all businesses in the survey, sales to Northern Ireland were down by 13% on average. The protocol is the Brexit deal, which prevents hard Irish brother by keeping Northern Ireland inside the EU singles market for goods. That also creates a new trade border between Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK. Food products arriving into Northern Ireland from GB face the greatest range of new checks and controls. However, not all those checks are being applied due to grace periods. The FDF survey suggests that if the grace periods ended without new arrangement, then sales volume from GB would fall further by up to a third. Sudan's military coup leader, General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, has said the military seized power to prevent civil war. Protests are continuing for a second day in the capital, Khartoum, with roads, bridges and shops closed, while phones and internet links are also disrupted, and at least 10 people are reported to have been killed after Sudan's military ousted its civilian government on Monday, October 25th. The US, AU and UN have all called for the country's return to civilian rule. Coup leader General Abdel Fattah explains in a news conference that the dangers they witnessed last week could have led the country into civil war. Hence, Sudan army seized power to prevent civil war. General Burhan said he had dissolved civilian rule, arrested political leaders and called a state of emergency as political groups had been inciting civilians against the security forces. Since Monday, troops are reported to have been going house to house in Khartoum, arresting local protest organizers. The city's airport is closed and international flights are suspended. Civilian leaders and their military counterparts have been at odds since longtime ruler Omar al-Bashir was overthrown in 2019. An arrangement between civilian and military leaders was designed to steer Sudan towards democracy but has proven fragile. Over to Aliu Nasser on Sports Today.
Being a Teacher, a Teaching Compendium, is a book that tends to bring out the teaching attitude essential in the overall development of the child. Research methods and statistics, a functional approach to research methodology, writing, presentation, and basic statistics is also a book that acquaints the reader with the basis of research methods and statistics used in educational research processes. The writer, Dr. Juliet Hassana Okibayi Moneme, is a dynamic professional teacher with over 20 years' experience. She is a member of the Science Teachers Association of Nigeria (STAN) and holds a PhD and Master's in Science Education. She is currently a lecturer with Veritas University Abuja. She is also a facilitator at the National Open University and a resource person teaching research methodology in many other institutions, including the Nigerian Defense Academy, NDA, amongst others. You can get the books at the Educators Empire Foundation, 4th floor Churchgate Building, Central Area, Abuja. The books are also available as ebooks online, and for inquiries contact 0813-353-1441, 0701-389-3687 or 0803-300-6553. Grab your copies now.
Welcome to Sports Updates. Osevan FC Kwali will on Wednesday 27th October face NNL side Warri Wolves in a friendly match in preparation towards the Delta North Football Coach Tournament Finals against Big Daddy FC of Agbo. Coach Achubwe White led side who piped Ihuase FC 2-0 to reach the finals of the first edition of Delta North Football Coaches Tournament will use this match to perfect their strategy ahead of the finals. The Delta Queens assistant coach said they know the finals will be tough, so they are putting everything together to ensure they are ready. Warriors just got relegated from NPFL to NNL and are in pre-season preparation with their new coach in preparation for the Ughelli pre-season tournament and new NNL Season 5. On the foreign scene, some matches were played Tuesday nights in Syria, La Liga, League Cup in England and Germany. Some of the results are Spurs and Genoa played a 1-1 draw, while Milan defeated Torino 1-0. In La Liga, Villarreal and Cadiz played a 3-3 draw, while in the League Cup in England, Arsenal defeated Leeds by 2-0, while Chelsea defeated Southampton after a 1-1 draw via penalty shootout 4-3. QPR also lost to Sunderland after playing a 0-0 draw via penalty. They lost by 1-3. The draws for the quarterfinals will hold on October 30th. Dortmund also in DBF poker match played yesterday. Dortmund defeated FC Ingolstadt 2-0. Other matches will be played Wednesday night. That is Sports Update. I'm Aliu Nasir reporting for Mlc TV.
Thank you, Aliu, for the update. Now we go over to Matthias Ayodeji Peters for the entertainment news.
On entertainment news today, EFCC testifies against Naira Marley, says several credit card numbers were extracted from singer's iPhone. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission has testified against Nigerian music star Naira Marley in the alleged internet fraud charges leveled against him. Naira Marley was arrested in 2019 by the EFCC over his alleged involvement in a credit card scam. On Tuesday, October 26, 2021, a prosecution witness, Anosike Augustine, a mobile forensic expert with the EFCC, testified against the singer. According to Anosike, about 2,410 short messages were analyzed from the iPhone of the defendant, while also stating that different credit card numbers were extracted from the iPhone. According to the witness, the Apple iPhone is a sophisticated device capable of storing a large number of information, adding that it is the same card that basically identifies users of applications such as WhatsApp. The witness said 977 short messages service (SMS) and 1,433 chat messages were discovered in the witness iPhone, while adding that there were also 7 pending status update messages. It will be recalled that Naira Marley was arrested by the EFCC back in May 2029 alongside men now identified as rappers Zlatan Ibile, Ramanjago, Gucci Branch and another unknown person. Still on entertainment news from Africa, a Imofe actor Temi Ami Williams had made history at the just concluded 2021 Pan-African Film and Television Award at Ouagadougou, FASPACO. The actress recently scoped the highly coveted Best Young Actor in West African category 36 years after Claron Chukwuka won it in 1985. The award, which comes with a monetary prize of 1 million Central African franc, honors young West African film actors under the age of 30 who have distinguished themselves by appearing in a fictional film in competition at FASPACO 2021. In the critically acclaimed film by Chukwu and Ari Esiri, Ami Williams makes her on-screen debut as Rosa, a young Nigerian who attempts to make ends meet by taking on several means of income. She revealed in an interview how her life experience helped her identify with Rosa. Eyimofe is my first film, so I had to understand many new things. Being the person to carry the story of Eyimofe to people is something I am very proud of, so I had to do it right. I had to understand short, how much and how little was expected of me during scenes. I am glad the directors and producers took all this into consideration, and they even got Cynthia Ejigbe and me, a coach, who they flew in to take us through the story, how to bring it to life and the techniques needed, she said. That is all on entertainment news today. Matthias Ayodeji Peter reporting for Mlc TV. Back to our caster for more stories.
Thank you, Matthias, for the update. And that is today's news package. Join us tomorrow via the same channel for sponsorship and advert placement. Call the numbers displayed on your screen. Or visit our social media handles: Facebook, Mlc TV, Instagram, Mlc TV 2021, YouTube, Mlc Tv. I am Fatima Yakub. Thanks for staying with us.